What's up, my beautiful people? My name is Tebony, and I wanted to dive right in because this is something that I truly hold dear to me, just because I literally have searched and searched on YouTube trying to find me in someone else, and someone that has had a child that was diagnosed with mood aggression, that is on the spectrum, that has past trauma, and that has made it over to the other side, that they could just be able to reach back and just give some pointers, just give some tips, just let me know how. And I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. So I decided to share where I'm at. I've been on this journey for 5 years, and I started off this journey not having a clue. Not having a clue how to help my daughter, not having a clue how to show up. Being a single mother that had to provide, being a single mother that was raised and living in survival mode, being a single mother that had my own wounds. And now having a child that communicated so differently, where rage was literally communicating. It wasn't just about destroying things. It wasn't just about being loud and saying hurtful things, but it was communicating differently. And because I could not get past the destruction, I couldn't get past the words that were like a cutting sword from somebody that I gave birth to. I was stuck. And I lost my grip, and I lost my way. Because being in survival mode and coming from the streets, there was just some things that people could say, and it wasn't no pass. It wasn't no, just turn the other cheek. It was none of that. It was what you say. So ultimately, I had to forget everything that I knew. I had to unlearn. And I didn't see no examples. Because unfortunately, in Black culture, we didn't identify mental health as being a thing. And if it was a thing, oftentimes it was covered up and masked through substance abuse. having to relearn has left me feeling vulnerable, has left me questioning, am I a good mother? Has left me in certain stages in grief. And I'm here to say for any mother that may just be noticing certain signs and you may feel like that's not normal behavior, please don't dismiss it. I never wanted my child to be a liability. And so although I had to journey and gain so many tools, and I lost a lot in the process. I will not lie. There got to a point to where I got weary and defeated. I took a financial hit being an entrepreneur, and my daughter needed me in a different way than my oldest had needed me when she was in her preteens and in her adolescence. And although I raised my daughters to be self-sufficient, she needed me in a different way. The way that she needed me, I had to get the tools. I had to get the tools. And so I finally had to come and face the truth. I couldn't do it on my own. We have been through the system. I've been through the judicial system with my kiddo. We have been in the system from, learning and dealing with different people. Some people show up in the capacity just to do a job. They look at you as a number. They have no empathy whatsoever. And so in certain conversations, reported mandators, they just call CPS. Living in the state of Texas, I now sit at 13 CPS cases. All of them cleared, but the fact of having to go through these things to help your child, and oftentimes even your child looking at you as the enemy because they don't realize that the way you have to protect them is oftentimes saying no to the things that they want to do. From my daughter having past trauma, she fell under the statistic of being a high-risk teen. And if you're unaware what a high risk teen is, I want you to make sure that you go look it up, because there are behaviors, risky behaviors, that come with that. And so I truly had to forget about the parenting style that I once had, because it didn't work. It didn't work for my second child. It didn't work. There has been places that we no longer even go. There are some things that we don't even do because my daughter can get very, very irritable. And although she wants to be normal, I always ask her, what is normal? And many days when it gets heavy, because my daughter, she also has been diagnosed with severe depression and anxiety, but I do not allow my daughter to wear her labels. I teach her emotional intelligence. And I teach her how to ground herself and push past what she feels. And I just want to tell my mama bears to not be ashamed, to not be scared or feel less than because you need outsourced help. Get in parent groups. Put your kid in therapy. Do the work. And although it's gonna shift your life. It's gonna shift it. It's gotten to the point to where things had got trying for myself, to where, thank God for family and friends that was able to aid and assist financially. Because when the turbulence got to going, when I tell you, the outbursts, the impulsiveness, being overstimulated, to even suicidal ideation, it gets heavy. And it's important as a mother that you find your village, your outlets, that you find a way to have a voice, because it gets heavy. And I would love, 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 love for you guys to stick around, because I want to share. I want to share because when I was in search of trying to find a me, somebody that I could just identify with. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to go through those times to where you feel like you fail. You're going to go through those times where you feel so overwhelmed and you be like, why me? But I promise you, this was not to consume you. I sat in my car the other day and I said, you know what? Maybe my purpose is just to be a great, healthy mom outside of survival mode. To be able to give my daughters the nutrients that they need. As a Black woman, we are often labeled so strong, like we just come equipped with everything. And we do. It's in us. But sometimes it's under the layers that has been damaged. Fragments of us. Sometimes we have to do away with those old pieces to embody that version of the woman, the version of the mother that God intended. Journal. I've started so many things that I did not used to do because I had to find peace. But I beg of you, if you see your kiddo and they seem as if that they're battling or they're struggling, or just asking them, how are you? How do you feel in the inside? What's on your mind? Spend time in those spaces. Watch your child behavior. You may be calling your kiddo, oh, they just bad. Sometimes it's more than that. So just use awareness. Sending love and light. Thank you for staying connected. Love, light, and endurance in the capacity of signing out, your favorite mama bear. Toodles.